boy. How are y'all doing today?
Awesome.
Good.
It's morning.
Good.
Good morning,
I don't
Cindy.
know how much studying y'all been doing or paying attention to what's been going on here, but I've been digging, right? I'm like, yo, let me look into Pennsylvania. What's going on out there? You know, it's everything is focused around Pennsylvania right now. That's what's all in the news, right? Oh, you guys, talk about a glimmer of hope. Talk about a glimmer of hope. What's up, Rusi? Can you hear us? No.
No. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yay! All right. It sounded like a transformer for a while. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So, how's it going, everybody?
Great. So, you guys, Russo, I know you've been paying attention to what's been going on in the news, right?
I have not. I actually did what a couple people told me to do, and I took 2 days completely off.
Okay, well, let me inform you guys. First off, everybody that's watching right now, if you could, please like and share this video if you're on Facebook. And to everybody that's on Facebook, after you do that, switch over to my YouTube and quit playing. Stop it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ring the bell icon so that you never miss another upload. You know, if I hadn't went live earlier, you wouldn't have known that I was going live right now with this beautiful information that I'm about to give you guys. Okay? So yes, everybody that's on YouTube already, thank you so much. If you could like this video for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Trolls, you're welcome here too, because you're going to want to hear this news. Okay? Here we go. Let's jump right on into this, you guys. I took notes. Look it. I took a bunch of notes. I got a bunch of cards. I've been studying, dog. All right. So here, let me give it to you guys first. We all know about Judge McCullough, the judge that's in all the headlines right now.
Mm-hmm.
But did you know that Mr. Wolf, Mr. Governor Wolf, he was gloating. He was gloating big time, y'all. He's like, it's already too late. We certified the votes and all this stuff, right? Guess what? The judge, here, I wrote it down. I wrote her statement down. Check this out. So the judge comes out. First off, this is great, right? She publicly reprimanded this man. She publicly reprimanded this guy, okay? She said, yo, Wolf, I'm going to paraphrase. Yo, Wolf, me and you already had a conversation, which you told me that the certification process wasn't complete, right? Since you wanted to gloat and talk all this crap, okay? This is a good part, though. So then she released a full verdict, and this is my words, I paraphrase. She released a full verdict to stick it to Governor Wolf and the liberal Secretary of State and ruled that certification under no circumstances, this is her words, under no circumstances were to continue. She also wrote that the plaintiff's case, Team Trump, baby, right, has absolute merit and they will win on constitutional grounds from the judge. This is from the judge, you guys. Said that we got merit. This case got merit and we will win under constitutional grounds, right? So, moving forward a little bit, the case, which is brought forth by Sean Parnell and Congressman Mike Kelly, what they filed is that Pennsylvania conducted an election that violates their state's constitution. Do you guys know anything about the state constitution of Pennsylvania? Anything at all? I'm going to break it down to you. Right now, okay? Check this out. The Pennsylvania state constitution is very strict, first and foremost, in terms of who is allowed to vote by mail-in ballot and absentee ballot. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that, but I know that now, right? Check this out. It says there's only 4 reasons or qualifications that allow a person to vote one of these ways. Now, here's the problem. The Secretary of State in Pennsylvania, even Republican legislators, permitted ballots to be sent to any and everybody. Everybody and their mama got an absentee ballot or a mail-in ballot, right? But no one has the power to change the rules. None of them have the power to change the rules unless it's, do by a process, right? So check this out. The Secretary of State the Pennsylvania legislator, and the governor. No one has the right to just change the state constitution when they want to. You have to go through a process to change one sentence, let alone the voting laws. So, this is great. Check this out. Now Trump's team is going through all the states' constitutions, all state constitutions in these 6 states, right, that are in question. And they're making the same argument that is being made in Pennsylvania, which the judge just, smacked their ass, right? Okay. So let's keep it going. Look at more notes, guys. You can stop me if you want to interject, because this is great. Y'all all pay attention to this, what I'm about to show you, okay? Everybody, if you could, please go to my YouTube channel right now and subscribe. This is worth the subscribe, all right? This is worth the subscription, what I'm giving to you guys right now. So please ring that bell icon after you subscribe, all right? Come look at my ugly mug on a regular basis, y'all. Forget Facebook, okay? Check this out. Trump's team is contesting every ballot that is suspect, which there's a lot of suspect ass votes, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ballots that suspect, you guys, a whole lot of them, right? Check it out. Which is stopping the certification of the votes. So why is this a good thing? Why is this a good thing, you ask? You didn't? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you anyway why this is great, okay? Check it out. December 14th. I keep saying that date. Remember I said that date back in October. Remember? Told you guys not to trip no matter what happens with this election because December 14th is what matters? Okay. If Congress cannot certify the votes that day in 2 of the 6 states, just 2, we just need 2 states of the 6 states. If they cannot certify them votes on that day, these states, it blocks Biden from the 270 electoral votes that is needed to become the president, number 1. So, in that case, we all know what happens next. It goes to the House of Representatives, where each state gets 1 vote from delegation that is then sent to the House of Representatives by the state legislators. Right? Follow me? Are you picking up what I'm dropping? Huh? Are you smelling what Cash is cooking? Then the state legislators there make up 31 Republican to 19 Democrat, meaning Trump will win re-election easily, which is the goal. Okay? Check this out. The decertification process is being fought on 2 fronts, the legal side and the legislative side. Okay? So these 2 flanks are hitting together to essentially stop the steal from these dirty liberals, these dirty ass liberals. Okay, hear me out. It gets deeper, guys. I hope everybody's smiling like I'm smiling right now, because God damn it, I said God, not God. I love God. God fearing would never say that. Okay, check it out. So with that, what happens with the judge is just one of the flanks, right? One of the flanks is with the judge, and the other flank is happening in Pennsylvania. I got to tell you guys, I don't know if you know this name that I'm about to drop on you, but you should, okay? Retired Army Colonel Doug Mastriano. Y'all know who that is? The state senator? Okay. He led the Gettysburg hearing that had Giuliani and all them witnesses that was testifying about the horrible shit that was going on over there. Okay. We watched that hearing, by the way. Remember, guys, we just played it the other day when we was talking and heard all the witnesses, and it was just so crazy, right?
Cash, typically you got jokes. Today you got notes.
Yep, I got notes with the jokes because I'm happy. I had to write this shit down, bro. I'm like, this is big. This is huge. So listen, check it out. Mastriano, first off, he's a real dude, man. Real deal Holyfield. All right. I love this guy. I'm a fan now. I'm going to love him for the rest of my life. All right. He's a national populist, huge Trump supporter. He was on the War Room the other day, and he made a dope ass statement on the war. Did you guys watch it? Did you listen to the War Room?
I don't have cable out here.
Look. Oh, damn, that sucks. I'm going to send you some clips. All right. He says, This dude dropped a bomb, bro. He's leading the effort to get the Republican-controlled legislators in Pennsylvania to reclaim its power to appoint the state electors to the Electoral College. Why is that big as hell? Again, let me break it down. Why is that big? The Pennsylvania state constitution says that it is the Pennsylvania legislator that seats the electors, not anyone else, not the Secretary of State. Okay, it's the legislators that seat electors. Okay, but for some reason, Pennsylvania legislators seated that authority back in 1938. They changed it up. When in their constitution, it can't do that shit. Okay, this is important, guys. It's very important why I'm telling you guys all this. Okay, so it granted the Secretary of State the power to seat the electors, and the current Secretary of State is a super liberal.
Yeah,
Brockwell, whatever her name is, I don't know, whatever. So let me break it down and let you guys understand what's really going on here. Let me tell you what's happening. Okay, what Mastriano is doing is following perfectly in line with what the judge ruled on the other night when she stuck it to Wolf, Patricia McCullough. She stuck it to Wolf, right? The Secretary of State appointing electors, even though it's been happening since 1938 as their duty, is unconstitutional under Pennsylvania Constitution because it is the legislator's job to do that job right there. Okay? So what does it mean? What does all this mean? Everything that I'm saying right now.
toast. That's what it means.
Yes. Check it out. It means that if this is all successful on the legislative level, if he is successful on the legislative level, like they're being on the legal level of it, then the Republican Pennsylvania legislator ends up appointing and seating Republican pro-Trump electors who vote for Trump if they meet on December 14th, effectively taking Pennsylvania from sleepy Joe Biden. Do you hear me? Do you guys understand what I just said right now? Are y'all getting this? Are you grasping this? This is huge. So that means, because that's the first domino to fall, and everything is going perfectly. They're talking about how the judge threw it out and said that no, they can't, that he's not going to fight it or whatever. And people are like, oh, see, the judge threw the case away. Not so. That judge was pro-Trump, baby. I think personally, allegedly, I would say that maybe because we all know that we wanted this to go to the Supreme Court. That's what we want. So I think that maybe the judge was like, yo, let me hurry up and speed this up and let me throw this out because it ain't going to do nothing here. We need it to go to the Supreme Court. So he made a avenue for them to be able to take this to the Supreme Court quicker than they would have if they would have fought it right there in his courtroom. You get what I'm saying? So if Mastriano ends up switching it up to where they follow the Constitution as far as Pennsylvania is concerned, then the power gets stripped from the Secretary of State to appoint these electors, and the legislators do it, which are pro-Trump, and they put more pro-Trump legislators in there, which means if it doesn't go past December 14th, then we already got them votes. You get what I'm saying? This is huge. And if they follow suit in just one more state, if it happens like this in one more state, then it gets taken away from Biden, the electoral votes that's needed, the 270, and then we're back in a fight. We are back in a real fight. And then if it has to go to the state representatives, all right, to the House representatives, we have 31-19, which means Trump victory.
I think it's 37-13, I believe.
Nope. Right now it's 31-19. I've been, bro, look at my eyes.
31-19. All right, I got you.
I've been doing this shit, bro. I've been in it. Do you hear me? I've been fucking in it, bro. So because I'm over here getting
behind all this
in my mind.
Is Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's a linchpin because it's got the highest amount of electoral college votes. So it has to be Pennsylvania +1. It can't just be two randoms. It's got to be Pennsylvania.
Right. It is going to be Pennsylvania. It will be Pennsylvania. I guarantee you it will be Pennsylvania. +1. And once we get that +1, we're in there like booty hair. Do you hear me? It's a wrap. Talk to me, guys. Tell me how you feeling. Everybody in the comments, how does this make you feel? How does this make you feel? Because right now I got like a burst of hope going on, like a wellspring just rising up in me, overflowing, and I'm seeing red, baby. Trump 2020. It doesn't matter what happens, because I'm gonna tell you right now, we've done changed up the whole GOP. There is no more GOP. There's just Trumpism, baby. There's just people that are all American.
So here's the deal. If you want to watch any kind of unbiased news right now, your best place to go is Sky Australia. Literally, Australian news is covering the American political system better than anybody else and what's going on. And they're giving a fair shake to exactly what's happening in terms of the potential for there still to be an avenue for Trump to win. What this feels like to me, though, is it feels like extra innings in a World Series game in a Game 7, because now we got to the point quickly where we are now at this locked point, and we're hoping and we're thinking that we've got the Supreme Court on our side. But if they throw this out from the Supreme Court level, which we don't expect based on everything we're saying, but if they throw it out, we're in trouble, because that's it. That's our last line. That means that they just got the go ahead run, and they're in the bottom half of the inning. So
You're right. You're right.
We know where we're at. We know where we stand right
now. But here's the thing. This is the important thing that I just broke down, though, man. If Trump and his team switches the pace up, okay, it's not just about voter fraud. It's not just about that at this point. It's about the state constitution.
Right,
the laws set up in them states. So if we attack it from that angle and say, well, look, they weren't even supposed to send these out in the first place. They have to be requested. And this is their constitution for their state. Then that illegitimizes
all those votes.
Millions of votes.
All of them. Unless they requested it.
Anything that came in absentee or mail ballot that was not requested and there's no signature, they have to throw them out, which means Trump victory. Either way you want to swing it. This shit is important. And I had to get this news out to everybody because I want you guys to be encouraged. I don't want you guys to be out here upset and angry, believing what the news tells you. The news don't know what the hell they're saying. They are liberal ran. They are liberal ran news media. Even at this point, even Fox News can't be trusted. You can't trust any of them. All they want is to line their pockets and move forward with their agenda. Or if it's not their agenda, it's the agenda of the people that run them.
Facts, man.
You hear me? I need everybody to stay encouraged right now. I need everybody pray, have faith, and pray, because this thing is far from over. It might go past December 14th. If they cannot certify these votes by December 14th, then it's going to go 19 to 31, baby. And we're going to have another 4 years of Trump. I believe that. And I've been standing firm on that. And you guys know that. Can't nobody say the cash switched up. I'm staying on it, and I'm believing it until the bitter end. And if I'm wrong at the end, I will apologize and do all I can to make Biden look like a damn fool that he is. And I will use my platform to stay on his ass. I will make sure that I hold him accountable to he better cure cancer, is all I'm saying. If that man gets in there, he said he's going to cure cancer, he better cure cancer and all of that shit. But I don't think it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that we're going to see another 4 years of Trump. You guys talk to me, because I've been talking for at least 19 minutes now. Go ahead.
I've been I'm sorry. I've been since day one. Like, I've been telling people, like, stay off the news. You already know that you're not getting anything from them. Anything that's slightly positive, anything that's very truthful and forthcoming and upfront, you're not getting it from the media, including Fox News. They're liberal based. They're biased. They have their rules and they have to follow it. So I've been telling people, stay hopeful. I don't think that we're going to even know anything. This is just my opinion. I don't even think by December 14th, we're going to know anything. I think that fireworks are going to start flying after that day. But I think we'll definitely know before January 20th, because there's no way that Trump is going to allow Pelosi to get her hands on anything. I think that he has been very strategic throughout his role as president. He's been strategic prior to this, even coming down to this. Like, I've been getting a lot of people like, well, then if he's so damn smart, why wouldn't he want to expose it prior? I mean, why wouldn't he want to prevent it? I'm like, because he wants the world to know how fucking deep the swamp runs. Like,
yep.
How can you guys not put this all together? Like, I mean, I think it doesn't take a rocket science rocket scientists to figure it out. But I definitely believe after December 14th, that is when shit will start coming out. That's just my personal opinion. But I don't think before that date, the only thing that I think we'll know is that the electoral votes are not going to be certified.
Well, here, check this out. This is why also it's important, because in Pennsylvania, right, when it comes down to that, then we're going to see who's really a rhino and who's really a Republican. We're going to find out, because then they're going to have to put their votes in. You know what I'm saying? And when they put their votes in, we're going to see, okay, like, you know, Romney, Rotten Romney, you know what I'm saying? Rhino Ronnie, or Rhino Ryan Romney. That's what I'm going to call him. You feel me? All of them, we're gonna the colors are gonna be shown. We're gonna find out for sure who is standing for America and a true American by who supports Trump and who doesn't, because that's the only thing he's been doing is fighting for America. And anybody who says different, you just have not been paying attention. Straight up. I ain't got no reason to sit up here and tell you the things that I'm telling you. Hold on, we got Gina Farmer. She said, thank you, Gina. Hey, thank you, everybody that utilizes a super chat. I really appreciate it. It's a direct help. So thank you. Says there's a cure for cancer, but they are not putting it out there because it's all about the money. I believe you. I believe you're definitely right. I really do. And it's because of these fake politicians, these people that only want to lie in their pockets, the people that are in league with Big Pharma. You know what I'm saying? Big Pharma, there's no money in a cure. There's money in the treatment. If I got to keep you coming back to me for something, I can keep getting your money. And that's what they do instead of giving you the cure. But yeah, that's a whole nother discussion for another time. Go ahead. I seen you was about to say something, Brittany. Get it out.
Yeah, girl. I just was looking on Newsmax. They've been decent for media outlet. But back on the 10th, the GOP said, or I'm sorry, they basically made a statement saying the General Assembly would not interfere with choosing the state's electors. So are they like countering that now or what? Because it's saying that basically Jake Corman said to insinuate otherwise is inappropriately set fear into Pennsylvania electorate with an imaginary scenario not provided for anywhere in law. So it's kind of like
say that again. Hold on, wait, say that again.
He said, so it said that the Pennsylvania General Assembly will not interfere in choosing the state's presidential electors or help determine the outcome of the election. And then it goes on a little bit, but then Jake Corman, the Senate Majority Leader, goes on to say, to insinuate otherwise is to inappropriately set fear into the Pennsylvania electorate with an imaginary scenario not provided for anywhere in law, because their state law says that they have to go with the popular vote.
No, that's not true. I mean, oh, well, maybe it is true.
It could be because there's a big argument lately about the law and the Constitution because they're not lining up in a lot of different states.
But they have a state constitution, which is what I want everybody to go and look at. Look at their state constitution. So let's say that that's right, that's accurate, that the popular vote is what determines who the elector is going to cast the vote on, the electoral college, right? Which is really supposed to be how it is anyway. They're supposed to pay attention to the popular vote everywhere in their state. And the popular vote is supposed to play into the mind of the electoral to be like, okay, this is who we're going to vote for. But it really never works out like that. It never really works out like that. They vote for who they want, which is why people have a problem with the electoral college. But for me, I would say, I don't care either way. I want this to go to the Supreme Court. I want them to not be able to certify these votes. And then I want it to come down to it going to the House of Representatives. That's what our goal is. That's what all of us should be praying for, because if not, then they can potentially steal the election, because the votes, if they're not delegitimized, that means all these fraudulent votes that did come through, they're going to be counted. So we need it. We need it to be decertified. We need votes to be decertified. That's what we're praying for.
Barbara said that the CEO of Newsmax gave $1 million to the Clinton Foundation. Now I gotta look up that.
Hey, I don't doubt my streetlights, man. All of us here, guys, we are some truth seekers, and that's why I love this bunch of people, man. I love our whole community, y'all, and we're a family. Did you guys see the other day on the streetlights page? Somebody helped out a family. Somebody posted in the comments of a streetlight post, and the whole gang of people started talking to them took care of their whole bill. Took care of their whole bill. That was dope. Rose.
I think that in Pennsylvania, there's so much confusion, so much information that is not accurate. Like all the little rules that they were changing that they had no right to change based on the Constitution, like 2 days before the election, like all those things. I think all those things are going to come to play. So it's like really hard to know what's true and what's false. I think, again, for some of that confusion, I say again, wait it out and let's see what happens. I definitely don't think Trump or his legal team by any means is not gonna talk the talk if they can't walk the walk.
Well,
personally,
you know a really cool thing too that people are forgetting. Okay, let's say worst case scenario, which is not going to be the case because I'm telling you, Trump 2020, baby. But if it's not, God forbid, if it's not, then I believe Trump's going to start up that news network, and in 2024 we're going to see another Trump run at the presidency, and then beyond that, in the next election coming up for 2022, I believe it is 2022. The Democrats are going to lose. They're going to lose the Senate. Who got the Senate right now? We do, right?
To be determined.
Yeah,
we will have it. We will have it by 2022, guaranteed.
That I agree with. 2022, I think a lot will switch. Now, what I find interesting is this whole path to victory includes some people going outside of the law, but going with the Constitution. Mm-hmm. Back in 2016, liberal media and liberals were saying the same thing to happen because they didn't like Trump. It was because they were like, there's no way he can be our president. I hope out of decency, not out of out of feelings, I hope that the state electors end up not casting their vote for Trump. There's actual cases and evidence of issues like fraud or fraud, not even that, going against the Constitution, and that's what we're doing. And they're going, no, not this time. They were trying to base it off of their feelings in 2016, going, how can a man like Donald Trump be president? And this year we have a reason, and they're going, no, that's not how this works. It's mind-boggling.
Right there. 2022, Republican House, Republican Senate. I guarantee you that's going to be the case no matter who's in office. Guaranteed. The Democratic Party has screwed up so bad. Nancy Pelosi especially has switched up a lot of her own party. People are looking at her like, man, what the hell do we do? You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you everything that they had planned is falling.
But she just got reelected too. I don't understand how one city
she did. I don't think she did. I think
it's San Francisco. I bet you she did.
I don't know. We've seen a lot of them two guys in Los Angeles. Them two freaking guys with 8,000 ballots fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I think we're gonna find out that they've been cheating for a very long time. I think that a lot of these people that are in office right now did not legitimately win for a very long time. These career politicians that have not, you can only wonder, like, how the hell do some of these people still have a career in politics? Who would vote for them? Maybe no one. Maybe no one did. Maybe they fraudulently took it and no one ever looked into it because there was no reason. And I run this back off topic, but you look at 2000, Gore and Bush, right? There was only one state in question with them. We have multiple states in question, and we're wondering, like, why are they not even trying to look at this? You know what I'm saying?
And Arizona's
next. Yeah.
Thank you, Katrina. Thank you guys for utilizing Super Chat. I appreciate it.
I don't think people have never questioned elections or questioned wins. I think that because Trump is the first non-politician to actually run for run for presidency. So I think that it's not so much that they question him. They just did not have the resources or the finances to go in there and fight the swamp like Trump does. Trump don't give a shit. He don't need anybody's money. When he's not president, he's going to be totally fine. Where these other typical politicians, that's their bread and butter. So you can't fight that swamp unless you want to get booted or thrown in jail like bitches and everybody else.
Exactly. You're exactly right, sister. Peter says, what I find fascinating about this channel is the intelligent conversation, the energetic youth. What are you guys, about 20 to 30 years old? And common sense thought. I don't hear hate. I hear problem solving, because that's what it's about. We're not here to hate anybody. We're not here to throw anybody under the bus or beat people down. That's not what we want. We want to have healthy dialogue, a healthy discussion where people don't hate each other on either side. We want just truth. That's what we want. This generation that we are right here, our generation, like 20 to 30 years old. Well, I'm gonna say that Shelly is probably about 22. I'm gonna say that Brittany's probably about 20. I'm gonna say that Suni is probably about 20, and then I'm gonna say Russo's probably about 29, and then myself, I'm 47.
Thank you, Peter, but no, I'm not.
Amy Gibson, thank you so much. Lorenzo Cruz, thank you, man.
I'm the old lady here.
You ain't old, girl. Ain't nothing old about you except your soul.
That's right.
Hey, look, like these conversations about exposing voter fraud is great, but I think we need to be like fighting the real fight, which is after the election in 2024, because it's going down in 2024. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited.
Did you guys hear the theory of the old intelligence investigator who found IP ties to China and Iran?
No. Oh no, I didn't see that. I need to cover that next.
Yeah, that was just like 2 days ago, but they're saying that they're not even thinking, this investigator doesn't even think that it's a party thing. He thinks it's a world control kind of thing, which
That's
is
what
kind
I'm
of
saying.
crazy because Trump since day one has been saying that, of course, China and Iran would love for Biden to win.
Yep.
So just put that put that in
we
there,
need to
you
cover
know?
that next, you guys. I think we need to do another show covering that.
That's a national threat.
Not according to the media. According to the media, I saw it was, I think, on either NBC News or CNN. They had an article saying, "Will Biden's presidency continue to be hard on China?"
Oh my God.
Meaning, he was hard on them.
You know, you think talking about China, talk about AOC. You know what I'm saying? And all of them, they talk about climate change and Leonardo DiCaprio and all these different people talk about climate change, right? But yet they won't say shit to China, who is responsible for 1/3 of the world's population pollution. I'm sorry, 1/3. China is responsible for that pollution, but nobody wants to say nothing about that. But they really want to help to help climate change, but nobody wants to address that elephant. That dirty ass elephant called China.
It's the same thing. Like everybody, like every time you turn around, oh, Trump threw kids in cages. Barack Obama talking to the Breakfast Club the other day, talking about about Trump. I can't even believe the words came out of his mouth because I thought, wait, maybe it's like contagious and they all got what Biden has. Because did you forget, like you and Biden deported the most amount of immigrants than any VP or president ever. So why you would say, yeah. So to say that, like when people continue to say that, oh, these kids in cages, oh, you guys don't care because you don't have enough empathy. I'm like, how about the kids in America? How about those kids? Because there are a lot of hungry ass kids here and none of you guys are caring about it. There's kids that live in your neighborhood and you're not doing shit about it.
Facts.
Who built the cages, Joe? Who built the cages, Joe?
Who built them?
Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate that. But just so you know, the reason why I do the research is because of people like you. Straight up. All of you guys that tune in and you support me the way that you do, whether it's sharing a video or utilizing the super chat or joining my Patreon or whatever it is, just the encouraging messages that you guys give to me. This is the reason why I do this. You guys, you gave me a new role in life. You know, I'm more than just a father. I'm more than just a man that has to get up and punch a clock now. Now what I do punching my clock is sitting in front of this computer, taking notes to try to find the truth to give to the people and also bring a little light into your life, you know, and not have you guys out here stressed out and worrying about things that really don't matter and trying to bridge the gap and unite people abroad, not even just in America anymore. This is worldwide now. We got people watching from all over the world now, you know, so this is big and I love it. So thank you guys for connecting me with these people that you see on screen. This is like new family. You know what I'm saying? My people, I love them to death. Bunch of beautiful people. So thank you guys.
You know which one's? I can tell you which one's the middle child. Anyways, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what? That means I have twice as much as wisdom as all of you. So shots fired.
I love it.
BLM
Thank
protesting
you guys.
the last 5 days in LA.
Thank you, Teresa.
The governor.
Oh my god. Newsom?
No. In LA. Was it? No, it was the mayor. It was the mayor, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because Biden is considering him for his cabinet. So they've been protesting for the last 5 days. They have their own song. They have their own thing.
We are fighting for a world. We
No,
are
that's
fighting for a future.
That's AOC's song. You got to do it off beat, Cash. You got to do it off beat.
Yes, what I was doing. We are fighting for the world, fighting for a future. We are fighting for Biden.
So they have their own little thing. They were so for the last 5 days. I found it really funny and I was super petty about it when I reposted it because I'm like, wait a second. You guys are upset that this is who he wants for his cabinet, yet you heavily invested in his campaign and you chose Biden because you thought he was the better of the two candidates. And I said Black Lives Matter should be walking around screaming words matter because he is projected. He is not official yet. He's projected. But I found it very, very comical that they're fighting against him and he's not even sworn into fucking office yet.
What I find comical is that he's had 2 weeks now of pretending like he's marching around as the next president and it's confirmed. And after his huge Captain Panderpants, after the whole campaign, every single decision and thing that he's done and future plans that he's made has all been internationally based and has been war based and has been internally, like how he's looking at the economic pace, and has not done a single comment or had anything towards the inner city community movements or anything like that. There hasn't been a single thing mentioned. So now that he thinks he won, Captain Panderpants has dropped every bit of information or care for the Black community. If anybody knows that, I wonder where Cardi B is on that one. Oh,
she's selling her lot. That's what
you know what? He never intended to give them nothing from the beginning. If you listen to Malcolm X, I'm like the biggest fan of Malcolm X. I listen to everything he says. I've read his books. He warns so many Black people about the white liberal for years. So it's almost like I love my community, but at the same time, it's like educate yourself. Because they've been coddled for so long. It's just been for too long. I feel like they just need a belt right now.
Yo, I gotta say this real quick to Angry Azralina Santissima Rakokzi. I think I said that right. If I butchered it, I'm sorry, but I love you too. And thank you so much, for real. Hey, but yeah, Cardi B, man, I hate even saying her name. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Shelly, is that the same mayor that turned off the water and power at the people's houses for having a party?
Oh wow.
Because
are you serious?
Was it in LA?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you his name right now. I forgot his name.
I'll look too.
Biden, I forget.
He's been doing that since August. I just seen the article the other day, but it was dated back in August, and all my California friends were like, "Oh yeah, that's been happening. Like, how is this okay? Nobody's talking about this." Like,
his name is Eric Garcetti.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look that up. Catherine.
He's the mayor of LA.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys, just so you know, if you guys want to, you're more than welcome. I'll send you guys all the link. I'm gonna be going live on Patreon at 6 o'clock, and I'm gonna do a live discussion with everybody. It's gonna be awesome. Russo, I need your advice on how to even do this because all I did was get Zoom. I don't know how to set up it. I don't know how to get a code. So I'm gonna need your help. You're muted.
Give me a call. Yeah, I'll be able to tell you to do it from the phone.
Hey, I gotta say this too. I gotta say this live on the air, Russo. I fucking miss you, bro.
Well, come down to Texas.
I fucking miss you, and this shit ain't cool. And I know I'm not supposed to cry, but you know I'm light skinned and I got emotions. And I ain't seen my brother in I don't know how long. My baby growing up without a godfather and shit. It ain't right.
If you're
Thank you so much, Aurelia. I appreciate the $25.
If you're a few inches taller, then the tears would stay down. But since you don't have those extra 3 or 4 inches,
you know what? So that ain't even cool because you know that I'm a lot taller when I lay down, nigga.
Shelly's face says it all.
He's seen it. I was walking around in my drawers when he was here. He knows.
Looking like Michelle Obama. Anyways. Michael? No?
Oh, good God.
Don't stoop to Anderson Cooper's level. Come on now.
I know.
Yeah, true that. Especially his level when he was in the ditch and it was raining and it looked like it was a monsoon, but really it was just a little puddle and a pothole that he was crouched down in.
And did you see the guy like standing up above him, looking down on him?
That is the perfect example of modern day media, especially the liberal aspect. That was watching that scene and doing the zoom out on that, and then the one of AOC at the border wall yelling from the angle where there's nobody there, just making it look like she's. Those are the two perfect examples that if anybody goes, the media is trustworthy and believe everything that they say. That right there should tell you plenty to realize don't believe anything you see. That goes for Fox too.
When do we do something to help Trump? Boots on the ground. We're doing it now, brother. Everywhere that we go, we're having the conversations. We're having the talk. We're making these kind of videos. This is why I asked you guys to share them out to get people informed. This is how we can do it right now. Everywhere else is locked down. You know, you can't really go and do too much of anything. I can't travel the way I want to travel right now because, you know, things. And then Minneapolis, coronavirus, lockdown. You got a whole bunch of liberal leaders that are just knocking the fun out of everything, trying to stop what we're doing, but we're not going to stop it. We're not going to let it stop. The internet is a son of a gun, man. Let me tell you, this is like magic. I'm connected to a bunch of people around the world right now via internet. So this is how our boots are on the ground right now, the only way that it can be. But when it kicks back up and we are open back up and we can go around and have our rallies and spread the news the way that we've been spreading news, we will do that too. But we're doing what we can right now, my brother. And thank you so much for the super chat.
Yet ultimately we can't. The message that we spread from here is the biggest point because, again, we can't go to these cities right now. We can't go to different places. And ultimately, the biggest thing that we have to realize is we actually have to have faith and let the legal process continue. We have to allow, and we just can't let people make us believe that we're done. We're not. And we could be in a week. It doesn't matter. We could be in a week. We could be whatever. But right now, we just have to maintain that concept of faith, that the legal system is not over and that all of the mainstream media, including Fox News, is not actually speaking on behalf of the friggin' Constitution. So we still have the Constitution. That's it.
Definitely. I agree 110%, bro.
I had someone ask me today too. They're like, don't you think that Trump's taking it too far? And I said, no, it's literally the job of the second place contender to challenge it. And if we don't all challenge it, like what are we even doing as Americans? Because if there's any ounce, even if one person came forward and said, look, this was illegitimate at my one voting booth, we should still be looking at it.
Yeah.
Why is he being a child? Why isn't he just conceding? Because 74 million Americans definitely, if not more, voted for him. And we deserve to make sure it's a fair election. He's not giving up because he's saying, I wanted to win. He's not giving up because fact right. That there is irregularities that are worth investigating. And if in the end it doesn't work and he exhausted all efforts, that's the American way. That's the American dream. That's what America is founded on, is not giving up in the face of adversity when there's a bunch of people that stand behind you. And then when the time comes that you've exhausted every last effort, then you become a positive and you become a citizen that is looking forward to making sure the world is a better place and the country is a better place. Until then, you fight for it. And then when you actually know that you've lost, you become a decent human, which does not speak for all the people that voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016.
This is one of my followers, man.
Thailand Bergen, hey, my brother, 80 million did not vote for Biden, my brother.
He's so in denial.
No,
we
it's
go
all
back
right.
and forth.
I'm glad that
sometimes.
he's
It's
here.
funny.
I'm glad that you're here right now, bro. But I'm telling you,
It's-
that's not the case. And if you study and you look into it like we are, you'll see the discrepancies here, man. It's not. We're not trying to make up anything. It's not that we're like just super Trump lovers and he just got to win because we love him. No, that's not it at all. First off, we believe in American values. We believe in the way that things are set up here and the way the things are supposed to go. We believe in that. That's the truth that we are all supposed to have here, is that we're free. You know what I'm saying? And that we have a free and fair and honest election, you know, and that's not what happened. So to say 80 million voted for Biden is definitely false, because that means that he got, you know, a bigger turnout than Obama, which we know isn't true. We know that's not true, man. But you got to do your own study, my brother.
I think like for people like Thailand who are like, oh, 80 million people voted for Biden. So you really think like just common sense will tell you that's not, it's not possible. 80 million voted for a man who has been in his basement for the majority of what he popped out like 2 or 3 times maybe, and then to get more votes than the first Black president ever. And even if it was 80 million, how many of them were dead? How many of them voted twice?
That's the whole thing where you're saying right now, Tyler, you say he lost and you're in Georgia and they counted 3 times and still the same loss. I get that. A recount doesn't mean anything though when you're counting fraudulent votes, my brother.
And you
can recount the votes all you want. But if you distinguish what is certified or legitimate and illegitimate, you're gonna get the same result.
I'm just
I have a question. Thailand, I believe as though you live in the United States of America. Here's the deal. 80 million votes to 74 million votes is something called the popular vote. Now, you can say what you want about the Electoral College, but you could win by a lot on popular vote, and it doesn't mean anything in the United States of America. So that bragging right, we're talking about 74 million votes. That's 74 million people that want to make sure it was a fair election. We're not saying 74 million, look at us. We are saying we want to make sure the Electoral College is right. The reason the Electoral College is set up is to make sure you're speaking for all Americans. Otherwise, the only people who would ever decide a presidential election will be based on highly dense cities and cities that all feel the exact same way. We would not have a constitutional republic anymore, nor a democratic way to vote. So with that said, 80 million may have voted for Biden. I don't think so. Most of the people on this panel don't think that happened. But just because you think 80 million does not mean he won the presidential race. Period.
Exactly. And Danielle Bedwell, thank you so much for utilizing the super chat. I'm gonna read your comment. It says, cannot wait to see everything come to light. I'm keeping the faith. Thanks, Cash, and everyone else that research and present facts to the rest of America. Beautiful lady, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Straight up.
And this is the thing too about the 80 million number. Like obviously we had a bigger voter turnout. It's expected slightly bigger. But when Obama got 69.4 million votes his first term, and then he got 65.4 million. So he had people actually, he lost 4 million votes. People aren't going to jump on the Biden bandwagon and then some by 15 million this year. It just doesn't make sense. Like
you're right.
Every election they get slightly higher votes, but 80 million, that it's
what do you mean? He had 1,000 people. Biden had 1,000 people watching him live the other day. 1,000 people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
1,000. That's it.
And most people,
you get more live viewers, Cash.
Holy hell yeah, we're damn near at 1,000 right now.
All right,
I'm the president-elect. Damn it!
I'm gonna take you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Love you, bro.
And I'm like,
in the world. Bye.
People want to say, why is this one so special? Oh, because it's Trump. Oh, because he's a crybaby. And I'm thinking, first of all, Trump is not sitting there crying. He's been back chilling, doing whatever he's doing, golfing, whatever else. These 70-something million people who voted for Trump are asking him to not concede, to fight for Americans, because we the people, believe there is something wrong. The math does not make sense. It doesn't take a rocket science to figure out the numbers. Like all these coincidences, again, where there is smoke, there is fire. So the difference between 2020 and Trump, the difference between Trump and Hillary, I mean, come on. People want to, we the people are fighting. We want answers. We want to know that our votes count. And as patriots, we are going to rise. We are going to make sure that someone is there fighting for the people, and Trump is taking on the challenge. In 2016, the difference is what they did is they went around it like the snakes that they are. right? Because nobody stood up for them. Nobody said, oh, no way. All people did was cry and said they're leaving America. Those fuckers are still here. I wish they would have left. But all they did is cry about it. All they did, the politicians, what they did is they went like little snakes that they were and created the Steele dossier. That's the big difference, is that nobody stood up for them. Nobody stood up for them.
Facts. Everybody right now, I just seen a couple comments, and I'm sorry if I'm not seeing you guys' comments. They're floating by me. I got 4 different platforms connected to this right now, so I'm watching all the different comments come through. But right there on screen, right here, you see it says HTTPS, the little thing, / www.patreon.com/streetlights_unity_movement. That's where I'm going to be going live at in 50 minutes. I'm going to be on there. We're going to do a live discussion. I'm going to let you get to know me a little bit more. I want to get to know you a little bit more and answer questions. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I will be available to talk to you guys on a personal level. That's what the whole point of that is. And that's going to take place every single Saturday at the same time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's how I guess I'm going to connect with you guys, because it's hard to go through all your messages. Okay. I love you guys. So if you want to do that, I just shared it in the comment box down there. I'll share it again, so you can save that link and go check it out. It's also on my page on Parler. I put it on Parler. I put it on my Instagram. I also put it on my Facebook. So you can check it out if you'd like. If not, I understand. And I appreciate you guys. Anybody got anything else? Because I got to get off here and get ready for that show. No? I'm sorry. I had to have you guys on here. You already know. I notice I get more viewers when I got 3 beautiful women on here with me.
Period.
Just saying. I know all you guys are taken.
Nah, I guess I'll say this. I'm just going to say it again. The real fight starts after the election.
Definitely. I
So
agree.
if you're serious about change and you're serious about making a mark and you're serious about history, I think now is your time to get involved. Because it's like, put up or shut up, bro. If you're not bringing nothing constructive,
put out or shut up.
Shut up. I tell people that all the time. Shut the fuck up. Because you're not doing anything but talking.
That's kind of wrong. That was kind of wrong. So you can't force people like that. Tell them to put out or shut up. It's not even cool.
It's that military mindset. It's good.
That's what you guys do in the military? Tell them to put out or shut up?
You don't talk about it. You be about it. You should know that. That's good talk too.
I want to see
I
what
know
you're
that.
going to do.
I think you guys missed what he said. You guys, it went right over you. I caught it, Cash. I caught it.
Oh, yeah, you were being. I just understood what you said.
It's because him and I are from the hood. That's why I caught it. I was like, they're totally missing it.
Yo, either you going to get out of my party. Look, put out or shut up.
Look,
all right, I'm
put
done.
forth your effort.
Yes, put forth
Do
your effort. Let's
something.
get away.
Or shut up. That's how I feel.
And I
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really happy today. I don't know if you guys could tell.
it's got to be
You
that
are
Puerto
happy.
Rican flag in your background.
You say what?
I mean, it's that Puerto Rican flag in your background.
Boricua, por el diabla.
Pa' que tú
Se
lo
te dice aquí en la calle vagando. Borrando por un hombre que no vale un centavo.
Sunni.
Por el diabla.
Don't mal.
Sunni
No,
is
no,
not
no.
impressed, okay?
All right,
So
y'all.
I
Let
just
me
want
go.
to say, you guys sit back, watch our videos, because we got all the tea. For those who don't like to investigate themselves, but for those who are even Biden supporters, you guys should be concerned. You guys should be alarmed by what's happening. You should at least raise an eyebrow. So
Yes.
watch our videos, get the information that you need, because we are not going to steer you wrong. We're not just here putting like facts out of the thin blue air. We're trying to give you the best information that we have. So watch our videos, pay attention, and I think between December 14th and January 20th, it's going to be like the 4th of July. That's just my personal opinion.
You
Shout out to Nicole. Shout out to Nicole, because she heard what I said. We're on the same page. I said put up. I didn't say put out. I said put up.
I knew what he said, but I knew what he said also.
Let me get off here, guys. It's getting hot. You guys are making me high right now. Pray for me, Lord. Stop looking in the camera like that, too. I'm already fired. Oh, all right. I love you guys.
Peace out.
I'll catch y'all later. Oh, we got to do it. You ready? You guys got to take over for Russo. You ready?
All right, let's
Oh
go.
man.
Unite. Don't fight. Be a street fight. Because only you can be the change that you want to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America. Because without God, it all falls apart.
Woo!
Yeah, brother!